With the colder months on the horizon, millions across the country are bracing for the annual cold and flu season. So joining us now to share tips and advice on how to stay healthy and prepared is family medicine physician Dr. Jennifer Caudle. Thank you so much for joining us. And first, doctor, why is it essential to prepare for the upcoming cold and flu season ahead of time?
Absolutely. Well, preparation is key and also prevention as well, by the way. Thanks so much for having me. Cold and flu season is filled with lots of colds and flus. And one of the things we want to make sure is that we don't get sick if we can prevent it. So I always remind everyone, my patients included, to make sure we're washing our hands. If we're coughing and sneezing, that we're doing so in a tissue, in our elbow, that we are staying home if we're sick, that we're getting recommended vaccines. All of these things are part of prevention and will help us.
Yes, so talk a little bit more about the common symptoms that we can experience with the cold and the flu.
Absolutely. There are a lot of overlapping symptoms between cold and flu. Things like scratchy throat, runny nose, nasal congestion, chest congestion, feeling just unwell. However, flu symptoms tend to be more severe. While you can get a fever with both, the fever with the flu tends to be worse, may last longer, might be higher. Also, you can get muscle aches and pains with the flu, and the symptoms in general can last longer. And of course, we certainly worry about people who have underlying medical conditions or have a weakened immune system because they can certainly be more negatively impacted by a flu. So keep those things in mind. But again, this is why prevention and preparation are so important.
So what's the best way, in your opinion, that we can manage these symptoms effectively?
Absolutely. Well, this comes to the preparation part. And, I recommend my patients, I have this myself, having essential items on hand, such as Mucinex 12 Hour. This is a product that I actually literally have on hand in case you develop cold or flu symptoms. It could really make a difference. Mucinex has a lot of products that help relieve cold and flu symptoms, which is important. And, let's take chest congestion, for example, right? This is a symptom that we get with colds or flus. Chest congestion is caused by excess mucus. And Mucinex 12 Hour contains guaifenesin that treats the cause of that congestion by thinning and loosening up that excess mucus for up to 12 hours, which is awesome. So it really helps us kick that mucus out of our system. There's also Mucinex DM 12 Hour that combines guaifenesin, which we just talked about, with dextromethorphan. So the guaifenesin helps with the congestion. The dextromethorphan helps with suppressing cough. And both of these products last up to 12 hours, which is awesome. It's a lot longer than the typical 4-hour medications. Of course, we want everyone to use them as directed and contact your doctor if needed, but these can be really great tools to have in your toolkit in case you do get sick.
Definitely, and I have used that and it has helped. Or I've used one of the two there, and it does help you to get it out a little bit easier.
Yes.
So how can we take better care of ourselves during this cold and flu season?
Absolutely. Patients ask me all the time how they can boost their immune system. Well, there's some major keys to this. It's getting enough sleep, eating a healthy diet, exercising, making sure that you're minimizing stress as much as possible, staying hydrated, etc. All of those things will help boost our immune system. We should all be keeping these in mind all the time.
So where can we go for more information, doctor?
Yeah, you can go to mucinex.com for more information, but you can also go to your local Walmart and Target or your local pharmacy and buy Mucinex there.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for telling us about that today.
Of course. Thank you.
Of course. And if everyone at home would like to see this segment again, you can head to First Coast News Plus.